Hey guys, I just wanted to go over the some of the perk balance in this game is, as we know, not that good. But let's just jump in, and I just want to take a second today to go into our loadouts here, go through the perks, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, see what's viable, what's not viable, and get an idea of where the perks currently stand in the meta of the game. Okay, and this hasn't really changed since launch. They've denied perks to an incredible degree since the beginning. But let's just go through here and look. Okay, double time. Double duration of tactical sprint, increased crouch movement speed by 30%. All right, decent. I kind of put it in the middle ground. I think a recurring theme with most of these perks is that none of them are really that exciting. And like I don't know. I feel like from a game design perspective, when you select a perk, you should be excited to try out that perk. But perks in this game just really, really boring. They don't get you excited to jump into a game. Like, that's why loadouts work so well. It's because you get excited to jump into the game and try out your new gun. Perks don't even have close to the same effect. But let's keep going. All right, double time. Okay, we'll put it in the average category. EOD, for me in perk 1, this is pretty much a must-have. I see some people running in cold-blooded. Maybe rarely you'll see double time, but EOD is a must-have with the C4 meta as it is. It just saves your butt way too often. Anytime somebody runs up to a building in this game, they just throw C4 up in the second floor windows. That's just like standard practice. It's so predictable. But yeah, so I pretty much always run EOD. Scavenger, absolutely useless. I don't think I've ever seen anyone run Scavenger or even consider running Scavenger. So we'll just skip that one. Cold-blooded. Yeah, you see this pretty often, especially with like snipers. They don't want to get counter-sniped. So I'd say cold-blooded. Cold-blooded actually might be up there with EOD. I don't really use it, though. Still in tier 1 here. All right, kill chain. Once again, I think when the game came out, some people experimented with this, but as the meta progressed, it kind of fell to the wayside, and nobody really uses it anymore. So I think that speaks for itself. Not really a popular perk. Probably above a couple of these other ones. Definitely above Scavenger. Most likely above Quick Fix. Once again, killing players immediately starts health regeneration. Your armor represents like 2/3 of your health in this game, or 3/4 of it or something, like the vast majority. So killing a player immediately starting their health regeneration, not really that big of a deal. Capturing and holding objectives increases your health regeneration rate. Like, how often are you going to be fighting while standing on an objective when the capture radius is like 10 feet? So, useless. So, at a perk 1 slot, we've got 1, 2, maybe 3 useful perks out of 6. So, it's not very good balance when 50% or less of your perks are actually viable. Okay, moving on to slot 2. Slot 2 is simple. You're pretty much going to run Ghost. People are always going to run Ghost. People might run Overkill. I don't even know if I should go one by one here because it's so pointless. People might run Overkill their first loadout, hoping to get a second loadout and pick up Ghost. But everyone in this game is working towards getting Ghost. Like, with the heartbeat meta, like, everybody uses heartbeat sensors. It's a must-have. And with, every YouTuber in the world, throws a trophy system on their vehicle and then just goes kill hunting with infinite UAVs. So, everybody knows Ghost is a must-have. The rest of these, it just even if the rest of these would otherwise be useful, the existence of Ghost alone renders them all completely non-viable. Restock. I actually think restock may be decent on a couple classes. Like, you can keep your stuns going or, your lethals or whatever you want. But once again, that's a decent perk, but nobody's going to take it over Ghost. Hardline in the early game, kind of like the other one. What was it? Kill Chain? Was it Hardline? No, this was not Hardline that people were experimenting with, but both of them mostly useless. Overkill, and then people work towards Ghost. High Alert, actually good. You'll see some high-level players use it in multiplayer, but no one uses it in Warzone because they're not going to take High Alert over Ghost. Doesn't make sense. And then Point. I don't even remember what Point Man does because I've never used it. All members of your team earn more money from completed missions. No effect in Warzone Rumble. Is Warzone Rumble even a thing? But yeah, so once again, no one who knows what they're doing is going to run this. Unless it's like a meme loadout. Perk 3. Tune-up. Reduced revive time by 25%. Maybe. Yeah. Amped. Personally, I pretty much always run amped. If you're running a sniper rifle and any other kind of weapon and you want to open with your sniper and try to land a hit and then switch, amped is pretty much a must-have. Otherwise, you miss with your sniper and then you got to switch. You've instantly put your team at a disadvantage. So, I think my dogs just showed up. Hey, guys. But, yeah, so I personally run amped. Just, once again, for me, it's a must-have. Shrapnel, spawn with an extra piece of lethal equipment, and explosive damage delays enemy health regeneration. I think this is useful in a very few loadouts. Like, if you really want to push with the C4s, maybe it's useful. Or if you want to do like a javelin loadout, it could be useful, but doesn't really have a place in the competitive meta. Battle hardened. Kind of like EOD, reduces the effect of the flash, stun, EMP, gas effects, immune to snapshot grenades. I would say it's probably decent, one of the more average perks in this perk slot, but I don't think it competes with amped personally. But yeah, so you got like what, 2? I've seen spotter, it's kind of useful, but once again, it's meme loadouts. Like it can be good for giving away, like for identifying if an enemy is in a building or something, so you don't get ambushed. But I just think it's not going to help you as often as these other perks will. And then tracker, I've seen people try to use tracker too. Usually they use it for a while, they realize it's not really helping them, and then they ditch it. So it seems to me like perk 1, 50% of the perks or less are viable. Perk 3, maybe 50% or less of the perks are viable, and perk 2, pretty much just one perk is viable, which is Ghost, and maybe Overkill. But yeah, that is the current perk meta of Modern Warfare. Warzone is what I'm talking about here, and it hasn't pretty much, I don't think it's changed since day one. It has not received a single balance pass. I mean, maybe the variables have been tweaked slightly in certain updates, but it's definitely not been a point of focus for Infinity Ward at all, and it's really disappointing because, I mean, perks are pretty much what define how you play the game, and then when you drop in, like, another thing that's really disappointing is that when you're in the game and you're playing, there's no way to see which perks you currently have active. Like, you'd think you could just push start, or maybe put little symbols above your ammo or something to indicate what perks you have, but there's nothing like that. For a while, there was a glitch that would show you the incorrect perks when you dropped in. I don't know if that's still a thing. But yeah, it's just like, how can perks be like such a perceived centerpiece of the game, but be so heavily neglected and not have basic information displayed on screen? I don't know. I'm baffled. I think it's complete incompetency, or just that they have no team members focused on this at all. I'd be surprised if they even discussed it at all. But yeah, that's the current perk meta. So if you guys want to check out our stream, we discuss stuff like this pretty often, but also we're just trying to have fun. You can check out twitch.tv/turtleandfrog. I play over there with my partner, and if you guys could hit the like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on, all that good stuff, it'd be massively helpful. You can't grow without that kind of support. So yeah, I'm going to jump over into a game that we played last night on stream. And the screen's going to look a little weird because we do like a dual stream setup, but it's pretty cool. So check it out. It's got a pretty awesome finish. See you guys in the next one.
There's people in my building. Hold your own, hold your own.
Guys at the buy station.
Using a stun!
I'm moving.
In my building.
Oh my god! Fucking Cali sticks! Are you kidding me? There's no whip with a pistol! Bathroom downstairs!
You have a pistol?
To your left, to your left, to your left. Yeah, he just fled out of that room. Another one there, another one there. Right in your building.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh my god, yes!
No!
Armor, armor, armor.
Marking new safe zone.
Oh, I got out of there.
Gotta move.
You screen cap that for me? Huh?
Yeah.
Play it slow, play it slow. There's a bunch of people left, play it slow.
Got it right here. Oof.
Only 10 remain standing. Gas moving
Still
in.
9 people left in 3 teams, so you're fighting 3 full teams. Yep.
Should have got jump off through.
Yep. To your right, to your right.
I saw him, I saw him.
Two teams, 5 left. Oh my god, down.
Still out there.
Get the
2
map.
left, 2 left.
Moving in.
They have to move before you. Oh my god, they're stuck fighting.
That is a win.
Yes! Dustin! Oh gosh! What the hell was that end?